Hey everyone, welcome back to Measure and Mix. Thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell before you leave so you don't miss out on anything new. Today I'm going to be finishing up the last of my Valentine's DIYs, which I think match perfectly with the other DIYs that I made in my previous videos. And if you guys missed those, I will link those up above or down below in my description box so you can check those out. These Valentine's DIYs I think are perfect for neutral and farmhouse decor and can even take you well into spring, or you might even want to use them all year long. So I hope you guys enjoy them. Let's get started. So for my first DIY, I'm going to make rose topiaries, and I'm going to use these big styrofoam balls that come from Dollar Tree, the largest size ones, and then I have a bunch of leftover cream colored roses I had from other projects, so I just took the bottoms off and started hot gluing them onto the styrofoam ball, and I just did a line around the middle to meet the other side, and then I filled in both sides with the rest of the roses, and I ended up doing 2 styrofoam balls covered with roses. If you didn't want to make topiaries out of these, you could just leave them as is and you could set them around your house or on top of candlesticks. You could also hot glue a little ribbon or a piece of twine to them so that way they could hang and be little floral balls. Now I'm going to take these clay pots that come from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 2. They're the larger ones that Dollar Tree sells. And then I'm going to just use some of this ivory or cream colored chalk paint. And I'm just going to lightly go over each clay pot with the paint just to make it look a little distressed. Next, I just took a styrofoam block that I had and split it in 2 and put 1 in each clay pot. Then I took these wooden dowels from Dollar Tree and put some hot glue on the top and inserted it into the flower ball, and then put some on the bottom and inserted it into the clay pot. After that, I took some of this brown floral moss and just placed it around the flower pots with some hot glue. Alright, that's it for these topiaries. I think they turned out really pretty. You could change the white roses out for red or pink if you wanted to make it look more Valentine's Day-ish, but I think they look really pretty with the white because you could use them all year long and definitely into a spring. For this next project, I'm going to use one of these foam hearts from Dollar Tree and some of the chalk paint that I just used in the last project. And I'm just going to go ahead and paint this whole heart. It took about 3 coats of paint to cover up the pink, and I only painted the front side of the heart. Now I am just going to take a piece of twine and I'm going to double it over, and then I'm just going to cut it off here. Then I'm going to take the loop at the bottom after I doubled it over, and I'm going to put that underneath the heart there at the top. And I'm going to feed the 2 pieces of twine at the top there through that loop to create a hanger, and then I just tied it off at the top. Now I'm going to take some chicken wire that I had left over from a project a long time ago, and I'm just going to cut it down to size to fit the back of the heart. After the chicken wire was all cut out, I took some hot glue and I hot glued down all of the edges to the heart. I did use a lot of hot glue for this to make sure that those rough edges of the chicken wire weren't sticking up so they wouldn't scratch my wall, and then also so that it would hold the chicken wire down in place. Then I just hung this little heart in my entryway, and I did add a little twine bow at the top, and I added the little clothespins that come from Dollar Tree and a couple little love notes. You could add pictures to this as well. For this last project, I'm using one of the wooden hearts from Dollar Tree. Don't pay attention to the discoloration. I tried something else on it and it failed. So anyways, right now I am just filling the holes on the back of the heart with some hot glue so that way you can't see them that well. And then I just took the same chalk paint I was using for all the other projects, and I'm giving this a couple coats of paint. Now I'm just going to take this mason jar that I had around my house, and I'm going to remove the lid and the top because I don't need it. And then I am going to take some hot glue and hot glue the mason jar to the heart. And I'm going to hot glue it so that way the mason jar, when I stand everything up, sits flat on the surface. Next, I'm going to use these decals that you can get from Dollar Tree. I got this specific one last year, I think around this time, and I just thought this saying was perfect for Valentine's Day. It just says chocolate understands, so I just applied that down to the heart and made sure there was no air bubbles. And then I took some twine and I just hot glued it and started wrapping it around the top of the jar. And I probably should have done this before I attached it to the heart, but this was kind of an afterthought. And then I just made another little twine bow just by wrapping it around my fingers and cinching it there at the top and tying it off, and then hot gluing that little twine bow to the top of the jar there. And then that's how this turned out. It's a little, I guess, candy dish is what you would call it. I think it turned out really cute. You could use this at work, or I'm using it in my entryway. So I think it turned out really pretty for Valentine's Day. Alright guys, that is it for these 3 Valentine's DIYs. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I really loved how they turned out. They are perfect for my Farmhouse neutral Valentine's Day decor, and I think they'll take me all the way into spring. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.